Good morning, team. This is LeBoy Islam, your team leader. Hey, guys, I just wanted to have a quick conversation with you all for some of the new agents and also some of the veteran agents. You know, I've been recording, most of my sales. If I remember to record it, I record my sales, and I'm posting all those sales on our GroupMe account. I'm posting all those sales. I'm sending out those sales to y'all individually. So if you notice my sales presentation, I do not get objections at the end. I never get objections. I never have anybody to say, let me think about it. I never have anybody to say, let me talk to my children. I never have anybody to say, let me do it next week. I never have anybody to say, leave your card and call me back. I just don't get that. And the reason I don't get that is the way that I sell. Guys, you can increase the volume of the people that you're closing just by doing just simple things. And the simplest thing that you can do is not to sell them. If you can look at my presentation I did today, the first thing I said to the client is, Ms. Jones, I'm not here to sell you anything. And I'm not. They're there to buy, but I'm not there to sell. There's a difference. They're there to buy something, but I'm not there to sell anything. I am there to educate them. And during the process of my educating them, they will probably 99.999% of the time, they will buy my product. And they will not have an objection because they want it. I'm not trying to sell them. They want my product because of what the product does. You understand? I always tell people, you're not going out in the field and selling anybody. All you're doing is you're going out and you're sharing information. You're asking them questions about the situation that they're in. And you just giving them information, and you just asking them, and you just tell them, I have a solution for your problem. Here's what my solution requires. Do you want to trade your problem for my solution? I'm gonna give you my solution. You give me your problem. That's it. It's an even trade. That way, you're not convincing anybody to purchase anything. You're persuading them by making sure they're educated and make an educated decision, but you're not selling anybody or convincing anybody to buy anything. There's a difference. Because, guys, you got to think about this. A person will buy, say a lady or a guy, whatever, go buy a nice pair of shoes that they don't need. They already got shoes at the house, but they'll convince themselves that they need this pair of shoes because they want them. Then again, a person who needs insurance will convince themselves that they need to wait, that they don't need coverage, that they're not going to die, and they'll convince themselves that they don't want to buy it. Both of those situations, the client believes that they're making the right decision. Both of them. The person who don't think they need insurance, they don't think they need insurance. They think it's the right decision. The person who thinks they need to go buy those shoes, they go buy those shoes, they think that's the right decision. So what you got to make sure that you understand is not the convincing of the client, it's the educating of the client of the situation that they're in and what you can do to get them out of it. Now, the thing is, if a person is not interested in solving the problem, they won't solve the problem. You can't convince them to solve the problem. That's why in step 3 of the presentation, you repeat back everything that the client said to you, word for word. Ms. Jones, you said that you're 65 years old, you have no coverage right now, you don't want your daughter to go through any extra stress, you want to make sure your funeral, burial, cremation is taken care of, you don't know the funeral home that you want to use, you haven't picked out a casket, you haven't had the problem for your daughter, haven't discussed the problem with your daughter. So, Ms. Jones, if I can solve this problem, now watch how I say this, if I can solve this problem for you, do you think it's important to you to put a solution in place for that problem? I didn't ask them that they want to buy anything. I said, if I can solve this problem for you, is it important to you to put a solution in place for your problem? I didn't ask them that they don't want to buy anything. I said, is it important to you to put a solution? Everybody is going to say, yes, I have a problem, I need a solution. Now, after you know they have a problem and you identify that problem, and you go through the presentation and you have them recognize through your presentation that you have the solution. Then you just ask them, are they ready to exchange a premium for my solution? Simple. And you just said, now Ms. Jones, okay, I have a few solutions here. Which one of these makes sense for you? Which one of these are you more leaning toward? 9 times out of 10, they'll just pick one. I don't get, I want to think about it. I don't get, I want to talk to my children. I don't get, I want to pray about it. I don't get those things. Now, maybe 1 out of 10, I may get it. But it's usually something in the presentation that I did to cause that person not to, to get it. It's my fault. Because I should have known that they said that they wanted to think about it during the first 10 minutes of the presentation, doing my fact finding. I should know that. I should know that they said that they're going to say they want to talk to their children during the first 10 minutes of my presentation. Because I'm asking them, is there anybody else, Ms. Jones, that have to be here to go over this with you, or do you make your own decisions? Now, Ms. Jones, when we get to the end of this presentation, you're going to love my presentation. Hopefully, I'll be able to help you. But I don't want to have to come back and talk to your daughter, talk to your sister, talk to a counsel to get you taken care of. I want to be able to talk to you and know I'm talking to the right person. Yeah, simple. If I can find a solution, are you in position to make a decision? Are you in position to make a decision? And when you get to the end of the presentation, it's going to be a yes. It's going to be a yes. I'm not even saying it's going to be a no, because you know what they need and you give them what they need. And you close the sale, you give them a hug, you thank them, they got value out of what you provided for them. The money aside, we can be exchanging pencils. It don't matter how many pencils you got. For your 10 pencils, I give you a solution. Money is just a tool that we exchange. That's it. But you cannot have commission breath. You cannot be out there trying to sell somebody. All you're doing is giving them value. And people will pay for value. Separate yourself from the crowd. Make sure they understand the difference between Lincoln Heritage and all these other policies. Make sure they understand the difference between term and whole life. Make sure they understand the difference between buying something from you and buying something from some Joe Blow, or just calling somebody on the phone to make a sale. Guys, be better salesmen. It takes a lifetime to be a great salesman. If this is worth it for you, practice, study, get better at your craft. Practice, study, get better at your craft. Guys, we're probably sitting at, I'm not sure, we're sitting at about 36,000, but I think we're sitting at about, probably about 40,000 after today. So y'all have a blessed day. Hope that helps somebody. I'm going to be, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing advanced sales training, guys. Advanced sales training. How you can close without having objections. Advanced sales training. If you look at my audios, I record that whole audio. At the end, the client never gives me an objection. I never get an objection. Why? Because I get all those taken care of at the beginning of the conversation. You have a blessed day. Hope that helps somebody. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.